Greetings to all Mario fans. The latest remake for the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is now here, and you'll be able to play this game into your Switch or into your PC. So if you're interested in playing this game into your PC, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch, because I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started. So first of all, you will need to have a decent PC or laptop, and also you will need to have all of these three files here that I have highlighted in my desktop, because that is really important. And also you will need to install an application called Ryujinx. So for those who don't know, Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these three files here installed in Ryujinx emulator. And also I have Paper Mario here, as you can see, and it's in XCI file format with a 5.4 GB file size. And I'm going to teach you first where to get Ryujinx emulator officially first, okay? So I'm just going to minimize this and open a web browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator in Google search and hit search. Ryujinx.org is the first result, and that is the official website of Ryujinx emulator. So be sure to click on that, and then click on the Get Started button here. And now you can choose on which installer you want to install on what system or device you're using. So there are two installers for Linux, so be sure to get the one that you need. And if you're from Mac, be sure that you are in Mac OS 12 or later version. And if you're from Windows, be sure that you are in Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC. I am in Windows 11 PC, and Ryujinx emulator runs perfectly in it. And since I have already installed Ryujinx emulator into my PC, I'm just going to skip the download and installation process for this, because this is really easy to do and is really straightforward, and that anyone can do this. So go ahead, click on it, download it now, and install it into your PC. So I'm just going to minimize this, and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Ryujinx emulator. So you go ahead, open Ryujinx emulator. As of recording this video tutorial, the latest build is 1.11320. And your Ryujinx emulator will not look like mine, because mine has already been set up properly, and I have installed some files in it so that it can detect Switch games. But you will need to have all of these three files here to be installed in Ryujinx, so that Ryujinx will be able to detect and play Switch games. So what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. The firmware version is in version 18.0.0, the keys is in 18.0.1, and I have the XCI file format of the game, or you can also have it in NSP file format, so that Paper Mario Thousand Year Door will run in Ryujinx emulator. Now, if you're asking me on how to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and you have modded it and have installed a custom firmware in it, because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just look for the firmware file and the keys files of the Switch, and then just transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game wherein you have purchased it from a physical store or in eShop, buy it digitally, and once you own the game, you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSP file format, just like I'm here. So for those who don't own a Switch but want to try out and test this game into your PC but don't know where to get all of these three files, all you have to do, guys, is just scan this QR code here in the screen with your QR code reader into your mobile phone, so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get a copy of all these three files. So be sure to watch the files that I have aligned in my desktop, and be sure to get a copy of them into your PC. And once you have downloaded them into your phone, transfer them into your PC, okay? So I'm just going to assume that you have already done that and that you have put them into your PC now. So it's time to install them in Ryujinx emulator. So you open Ryujinx emulator. The first thing that we'll need to install is the keys file of the Switch. And all you have to do is just go to Ryujinx, go to File, open Ryujinx folder, and then locate System folder and open that folder. Then open the keys zip file in the desktop, and then just drag and drop or copy and paste the product keys and title keys inside this folder. But if this is your first installation, this folder should be empty. Once you have copied the files, close in this. Now, the next step is to install the firmware file of Switch. Just go to Tools, install firmware from XCI or zip file, locate on that firmware file and hit Open. And we'll say here that we will have to install this firmware version and hit Yes, and it will say successfully install and hit OK. Now, you will know that the installation is successful because your Switch games will now be detected, and it will show you the game icons of your games. So if you see a game that doesn't have a game icon, that means that it's using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So to be sure that you have the latest files, be sure to follow our QR code to get the files needed for you to play Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Now, for the next step is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that there'll be no drifting, no crashes into your playthrough. And to do this is just go to Options, and go to settings. Okay, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for the general tab. The game directories is where you will store your Nintendo Switch games. It could be anywhere into PC as long as it is in an SSD storage, because that will make the game run much smoother and faster, and that the games should be in XCI or NSP file format for Ryujinx to detect the games. Once you're done here, go to Input. And in this part, I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller. If you have other controllers such as Xbox or PlayStation controller, be sure to connect them here and map them up according to liking. But the dead zone for both left and right sticks, you should change that into 0.20 or 20% so that there'll be no drifting issues into your playthrough. And once you're done here, go to Keyboard and Hotkeys. These are just default settings. System, you can change the system region, language, time zone, system time to whatever you like, because there are games that require you to change some dates to progress it faster. You can change that here. Now go to CPU. These are my settings. Really simple. Be sure to copy them. Now go to graphics, the most important part of the setting. So be sure to copy everything here. Graphics backend is that I have it in Vulkan API, and preferred GPU is that I have it in my dedicated graphics card, which is an RTX 2070 Super. Features and enhancements, enable shader cache, and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale is in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper, much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just revert back to native resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Anti-aliasing, you can choose as none, so that there will be no performance drop into your playthrough. But for me, I'm just going to use SMAA Ultra here because my graphics card can handle it. And scaling filter, FSR, just be sure to copy everything here. Once you're done, go to audio. Real simple settings, so be sure to copy that. But if you want to play online or multiplayer, be sure to change the settings here and copy what I have. Once done, hit apply and hit OK. Apply, hit OK. It's done, closing this. Now, congratulations, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any such games such as Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'll not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running into my PC because we'll know how strict Nintendo is and they do not support this kind of content. So if I show you gameplay that the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door is running perfectly in Ryujinx emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down the same way as they have taken down Ryujinx emulator. So I hope you guys do understand on that part, but I am willing to compromise a little bit to show you proof that this video tutorial, I'm just going to boot up the game into the title screen of the game. So that there's proof that this video tutorial of mine is working. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any copyright strikes into my channel. And once I'm in the title screen, I'm just going to end this emulation. So here, I am now in the title screen, and I'm just going to stop the emulation from here. So, as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown in this guide, you'll be able to get all the necessary files to play Paper Mario 1000-Year Door to your PC, and also you'll be able to optimize it perfectly to run it into your PC with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. Please do subscribe to my channel. This will help me out. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye for now.